gets into gambling too, right? Like logically.
All right.
So yeah, I think I could maybe convince the guy. I think maybe I could. Well, I don't know, but it's possible. I'll try.
I'm trying to go from here
First, we'll take you seriously. Yeah, sure. We'll see what happens. Okay. And plan to
all the way to here.
And this guy makes
Okay,
sure.
and I have the attention span of a fucking goldfish.
Stop. Like if this.
I've been trying this for the last fucking 5 hours.
And like get the word out
And
there.
I keep losing my focus.
Somebody's got to do something about this.
For a couple of seconds, I end up being in the water. Ice goes away. I'll have to start all over.
Oh my god.
And the best I've gotten is only halfway.
So he's going over a video of mine and he's agreeing on so many points that I'm talking about how app games develop. He's agreed with me on so many points. We're in 22 minutes into this video. I'll leave a link to it down below. Go over there and get Aspen Gold like 1 million subscribers. Give him 5 million. Whatever he's at right now, let's double that. This guy really is gold. And I just started cracking myself up. What a nice guy.
Like, this is the furthest I got before.
Looking at my channel to make sure that I am a real mobile gamer. Yeah, I know, because I thought it was fucking lying.
And like that, I have to start again. See, simple fuck up. I looked away for a split second. I just don't have the focus.
But no.
I know if proper full focus, I could probably do it in like half an hour. But I don't have that, attention span.
So he's looking at a video title of mine that I put out there that says pay to win is destroying Diablo Immortal. And I knew that all these other people that have been leaving all these comments on my videos, all the PC gamers, all the console gamers who don't know anything about app gaming, would come over here immediately and grind me down for all these other videos I've done. And this is exactly what I expected the reaction to be. It is golden, and I want to see what he says about the actual video. Because he just went over my other video and agreed with me on so many points. Oh my gosh! Wait a second. So when did alright, so when did it stop? Okay, so the best part about this is it was a clickbait title. Wait, it was a clickbait title. Holy shit. That's stupid today's all crap. He actually does play phone games. This isn't like some elaborate ploy to like oh shit. This is actually real. I play mobile games. And I love him. No, he's playing right now. What are you doing? Real person. Yeah, I'm a real person. Right. He wasn't sure if I was really trolling until he saw it. Exactly. He's just saying before that he thought I was trolling. He wasn't sure. I did. He wasn't 100% sure that I was a real person. I legitimately did. I really love mobile gaming. They knew about mobile gaming into their beard. It's Diablo. But here. Look, he's dying. He's dying again because he says that I'm pay to win is destroying Diablo Immortal. This is going to be the most satisfying video. Yeah, it was. It was great. This is so fucking satisfying. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit whenever I'm reacting to. My ego is very big. I don't know if I can react to myself reacting to somebody else reacting to me. This was June 6th.
Okay. This is gonna be boring. I'm gonna try and not fuck up.
It was a week, man. I'll say that. 8 days. Come on, Aspen, play it.
Before I find out there's a much easier way to get over to the island, but just by progressing the story, but I don't want to. I want to see what's there now.
Okay. This is him just watching me. I'm skipping ahead to see whenever I'm not moving. I'm gonna skip ahead to where he's talking about it, okay? Holy shit. Holy shit, now we got 4 people on the screen. Oh my god. Oh my god. Brackets right now is because they are Paragon level 30. And this is going to happen many times. Okay, here we go. Life cycle. I was Paragon level 30, and then 24 hours later, I was high quality content. Yeah. 350 combat rating. 350 from going and farming dungeons, getting new gear drops, just because I was in Hell Stage 2, going from Paragon level 30. Yeah. And those are the big jumps you're going to see when people hit the new Hell stages. Every new Hell stage And then, of course, gaining Paragon levels will increase the drop stats.
Josh tried drops.
So I will always...
Yeah, that's going to be even better. Whenever Josh watches this video of me, and then his video reaction is like 2 more hours, and then people link it to me, and then they want me to watch that one afterwards.
Getting new gear and gaining really, higher, all of us, everybody's getting higher combat rating. And really a huge jump when you get those
Yes, really not making any movement.
Is one of the big ones that a lot of people are hitting right now. In 24 hours,
Shit.
last night, this is all from yesterday, I hit Paragon level 30, I went to bed, I came back on stream, we started farming, and I gained 350 combat rating within hours.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Like Lost Ark kind of has that too, with like, you go from like tier 1 is like 600 item level, and then tier 2 starts at 802
What are you trying to do, Coco?
803 item level. It's like 800. So it's like 802. So it goes up by like
What's it?
200 item levels real quick. Like and then like also.
And I'm distracted by my cat.
Tier 3 is 1100 to 1302. That's a lot, man.
Distracted by a split second, and I'm fucked.
That's a lot. 1100 to 1302. Like I feel like having incremental.
Just have to waste my stamina
But I honestly.
and start again.
Every time that we talk about Diablo, all it does is make me want to play Path of Exile. Like really. Because, like, I think about, like, oh, man, remember back whenever I got that one thing and it was so good? Like, really, like, I do. It makes me want to play Path of Exile. Like, you guys might not know this. And I play PoE. I am a closed beta supporter of PoE.
Just the window between ability being up.
$20 in my fucking...
And that's when max elemental recharge on, thinking, oh, that might speed it up.
And
But
I took
barely done anything.
And I gave it to Chris Wilson. And I said, I don't give a fuck about eating. I'm gonna play your game. So that's what happened. Yeah, I had $20, 20 fucking bucks in my account, and that's what it was. Yeah, it was a lot of money back then.
I could just do it while in the water and make things a hell of a lot easier. So it would at least give me a lifeline. I feel like I can just freeze underneath me.
You have to learn mechanics. You can't be lazy anymore. You were lazy going from level 1 to 60 and then doing L1. You were standing in the red. You weren't worried about the mechanics of the fight. Now that even though
you lose track of all the mechanics, right? There's like 1, 2 mechanics, and then oh fuck, like what's shit? Isn't there like a third one too? Like oh my god, which one was it? Oh my god, which one was it? Fuck, I forgot. Oh, he summons an ad. That's right. Like that's it.
It was so funny because we ran through one of the harder dungeons, Cave of Echoes. And we ran through the other one that's all fire with the big fire worm where you kill its heart. Anguish. The Pit of Anguish. And the first run was difficult. We were like, wait a minute, what's going on? But we were pulling all the packs like we were used to. We were pulling all the packs to the end wall, trying to kill the pack, and then going in there and just face-tanking the boss. Well, guess what?
I will say that I wish that Lost Ark dungeons like Diablo has. I like the fact that you can do dungeons like Chaos Dungeons, but the Chaos Dungeons are so easy, they're just meant to be daily content. I wish Lost Ark had more challenging dungeons, similar to how Abyss dungeons are, but things that have like a little bit more...
And I can't do co-op right now, partly because I've got a story quest active, and I don't want to really do that.
Okay, should I have that? I don't know if they
Because, like, again, fucking distracted by, ooh, shiny.
It does get harder. It gets harder in the sense
New islands, gotta have materials I need
That's good.
to ascend someone.
That we did were so easy. It was like,
well, like I feel like that's kind of bad though, right? Because like if like you have a game and the game's only
If I can get the one, I can get to the rest. I just need to get to the first one.
Hell 2 or something.
If I get to that one, getting to these is so much easier.
I don't know. I like again, like let's go back to PoE. Like in PoE, in Act 1, if you get hit by Merveil's fucking, like, the icicle attack, that shit will kill you. And like, you have to move out ahead of time because it'll chill you, and then the next one will freeze you. That shit can fucking kill you. Now, if, like, let's say you get lucky and you get some Frost Res or something like that, and then also, fucking, like, Ball Oversoul. Boom, right? That could fucking kill you. Didn't that kill Quinn one of the leagues? And like, yeah, it's bad. Roas from the second map. Roas got nerfed a long time ago. I don't think they're still good. They're still powerful. Maybe they are. And like there's a few other ones too. Like going through the what I'm saying is, unless you're playing a Necromancer, going through the campaign in PoE is challenging. You have to either have a good understanding of the game and how to build a character that's very good, or you're going to actually have to figure out the mechanics. And that's a good thing.
We had actually switched down to a lower level, but the thing was, we were getting out of all the ice freezes. We were getting out of all the AoEs. We were pulling all the packs to the very end.
That's the way the game should always be.
We win, and it was so fast. 3, and this is good. This is why this system is in place to slow things down.
I'll move ahead because obviously I saw this part.
Above the Paragon level. So that means they're
obviously I saw this part
in the game because mobile games take you years to accomplish things. This isn't a $60 game you buy because you're a PC gamer, you're a console gamer, and you have no concept of what mobile gamers are because as already said, he's never played a mobile game before.
But that's the same. The thing is, like, that's the same paradigm that MMOs have, right? It's like MMOs have the same paradigm where you have like a long goal. Like, for example, in Lost Ark, getting the fucking golden turpentine or whatever the fuck, right? The 13 Ignia token mount, that's not something that happens immediately. So it's like, I am no stranger to working towards very long-term goals. Like, I set goals at the beginning of Legion that took me 2 years to complete, and I completed them. I understand that all too well. The problem is whenever somebody
See, I just get stuck for a split second.
Somebody else can pay
Split
$600
second, and that puts me back here.
And it's the same outcome. That's what the problem is. I don't have a problem with long-term goals. I have a problem with long-term goals that can be expedited with money.
Why we
Does that make sense?
And they are monetized by the whales. That way we can make a useful amount of money to keep this game free for everyone and just enjoy the shit out of it.
Bro, this guy makes videos for Raid Shadow Legends, and he doesn't have hashtag ad on. He's in too deep. Okay? He's in too deep. He can't pull him out. This is the world that he lives in. Right? This is, guys, it is what it is.
Doesn't even try to get you to spit. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Okay, here we go.
Appreciate your time.
Oh my god. All right, I'm gonna skip up a little bit, okay?
Holy shit.
I'm gonna skip up just a little bit. Just.
Look, your precious childhood Diablo game. Give me those Diablo tears. I love it. They were salty. They were so salty. Yes, you're precious. Go grab your little Diablo blankie and hold it tight and turn into a mobile game first. And then soon you'll have your game. Thanks for watching, everyone. Appreciate your time. Please subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you guys all on the video soon.
Here's the thing, right? Is like, I mean, obviously, I like this guy. I do. I like Stu. I straight up actually like him. One of these days, I'm gonna get him on the stream and have a conversation about this thing, right? I think this is great. And here's the thing: is like so like mobile games make a lot of money, right? Like obviously they make a lot of money. That's why people do them. Like I think you can easily make the argument, and you can say with certainty, and I believe this is true, that mobile games genuinely do release content faster on average than PC games do. I think there's 2 reasons for that. Number one, mobile games are not as complex in nature, so it's easier for them to release regular content. And an example of a PC game does the exact same thing is Vampire Survivors. Vampire Survivors regularly releases new content all the time, and it's a PC game that's not mobile, and the reason why that happens is that it's a simple game, and it's easy to iterate on and easy to design. So the reason why bigger games don't get that is because obviously Fortnite's another one, is because those games are just extremely complex. Games like World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy, and it's harder and it takes longer to develop a game that has that level of complexity. And I think that's totally fine, but what I'm really trying to get at here is that a lot of this kind of stuff, it is, it's not something that, sorry, I'm fucking, goddamn, alright, nose, allergies, congestion.
Why the fuck did they even need to make this so far away from the fucking other places?
So what ends up happening is, like, then more games become like this. I think that mobile games, like, you can have a problem with mobile games and say, oh, mobile games are bad, etc. But, like, the real truth is that what PC gamers are concerned about is having the mobile game practices leak into PC games. And I think that there is no reason to not expect that to happen. You've already seen stuff like that happen with a game like Lost Ark. And now we're also seeing that happen with Diablo Immortal that is available on the PC. And no, I am not convinced that this is going to be something that's going to be unique to Diablo Immortal. I think this will happen in Diablo 4 to an extent. Did you guys see kind of what I'm saying? The whales keep the game free, so your character being stolen from and manipulated so the game can be free. Well, I think that, like, the thing is, like, you can have pay to win in games, but, like, pay to win in games can exist on a spectrum. It's not like, oh, you can only have, like, super, like, super take advantage of you pay to win that, like, fucks you up and, like, gets you, like, really addicted to the game. Like, you don't have to do that. That's
of course they will, because that's the money they want.
And there are a lot of free games.
Oh, you got video on as well.
That's what it comes down to. And this will open the floodgates. If Diablo Immortal is massively successful financially, every developer will jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah, so
exactly. Because as soon as
we're returning to Genshin just to see what.
then every other developer starts doing the same
we started
thing.
like playing a bit more
It's the same as,
seriously.
Like, remember whenever I started playing Final Fantasy, and then a bunch of other people started playing Final Fantasy? Do you remember whenever Soda Poppin played Among Us, and then everybody else did too? Trends happen. It happens on Twitch. It happens on YouTube.
Dodge this.
She's already peed.
I'll look at that in just a little bit. And it's just, it won't open shit. Yeah, I don't know. Ryan, can I make this?
Cool it. Freeze. Dodge this. Freeze. Cool it. Dodge this.
Not in a loot box.
And plus I can do this
That's
with
the
one
way I see
hand.
it. I'm totally fucking
I can
confident.
multitask
And it's
slightly.
not over until loot boxes are banned on any
Don't think I'm
platform.
dirty.
Exactly. I'm afraid PC games will become obsolete in the future. Mobiles are easier to make and bring.
Cool it. Dodge this. What's the hurry? Freeze. Dodge this.
It's that we wish we were getting them more often. So yeah, I've got to talk
Oh,
to
but
Stu about
COVID, I'm
this
not
one
sure
of
how
these
much
days
that's
on stream.
factoring in.
And I think that'll be an interesting conversation.
Breaking my fuck no!
Should ever be a chance to win. Exactly. That's what.
See,
If you look at allergy vaccination, I don't really think I need to worry about that. It just happens to me. This bothers me, like maybe for a couple of weeks a year.
yeah, so it would take like an hour, because that's like a third of the way.
Reorient myself because of this issue.
Just one split second of broken concentration, and off I go, drowning.
LMFAO, they're brutal. Wait, this is about the decline of LMFAO? Bro, these guys were awesome. Dude, these guys were great. I love these guys.
Okay.
They were the most iconic musical duo of the early 2010s.
Yeah.
Blonde hair, the lensless glasses, and the bizarre outfits mixed with a bright, overly saturated color scheme
Yeah, it was
generated a combined 4 million views across their most popular music videos, in the process making LMFAO an almost unforgettable act.
Yeah, they were great. Like, I love these guys. These guys were hilarious.
The two members of the group hated each other. Redfield and Skyblue feuded publicly on Facebook, became involved in lawsuits, were berated and destroyed by the media, all while
What the
each of their
fuck?
careers died a silent, slow death in the background, with failed project after failed project following their peak in 2011. The story of LMFAO is a brutal warning about the risks of going into business with a family member, because, as you may or may not know, the group began as an uncle-nephew duo. Redfoo, being the uncle and older of the two by approximately 11 years, had been born into the music world, with his father being the incredibly rich and famous Berry Gordy, who founded Motown Records, who signed artists such as Stevie Wonder and Michael Jackson.
God damn, I didn't fucking know that. Oh my god. What the fuck? Yeah, I had no idea. Damn, yeah, pay to win. Yeah.
Blue being the 11-year younger nephew of Redfoo, and therefore also being in the same family.
You're actually part of a very famous family. And that is the Gordons. The Gordons.
It's safe to say that the two were in an advantageous position from the very beginning. However, this certainly didn't guarantee success for either of the two family members. In 1997, at the age of 22, Redfoo released his first studio album titled Balance Beam, which, according to the Discogs website, sold only 44 copies. In an interview from 2002, over 5 years after the release of his first album, it appeared as though Redfoo was still somewhat confused about the direction in which his life was going.
Yeah.
I'm doing some stand-up comedy. I'm doing some music. I'm doing some rapping. But for the first time in my life, I'm trying to.
Shit, that's too much. That was too late.
Yet at around the same point,
It's like, listen, sometimes you have, you're not gonna win right off the bat. Like, he tried to put out a record, he tried to put himself out there, it didn't work, man. Like, you can't laugh at the dude for that, at least he's trying to put himself out there.
Redfoo and his nephew Sky Blue seem to have subscribed to the popular self-help movement known as The Secret, believing that if they simply envision themselves as big DJs, the path to such a position would reveal itself as time progressed.
It started off really with The Secret.
The Secret, the motivational
thing.
video,
We really saw that putting out there what we want to come back.
With the goal of becoming big DJs now established, they
I
impulsively...
don't think that's entirely wrong. Like, I don't. I think that, like, for example, if like, you should not act like you're trying to put on a good show. It's like, it's true. It's not like some, like, fucking, I'm gonna manifest a triceratops until it's in my backyard. I'm gonna manifest this fucking dinosaur so goddamn hard, they're gonna think Jurassic Park was real. No, obviously that's not how it works. However, I do think thinking as if you're gonna work hard and you know, like, as if you're trying to put yourself in that position, I think that's a good thing. Yeah, that's not a bad thing.
decided to form LMFAO whilst at a family Christmas party.
One day we were at this Christmas party at the family crib at my grandfather's house. He's like, yo, we should form a group.
Also mentioning that they originally planned on calling themselves Sexy Dudes, yet decided to go with the LMFAO, fearing that Sexy Dudes might result in judgment from their grandmother. Subsequently, Redfoo and Sky Blue began to live what they described to be the party.
Bro, like, Grandma acts the fucking band name. Like, that's some straight up fucking... That's some good shit. Grandma says, no, y'all not doing that.
Lifestyle, DJing 3 nights per week at random clubs across Los Angeles, whilst working on improving their music during the daytime.
We were just living this lifestyle, which was, party rock. You know what I'm saying? Like, we went to clubs 3 times a week, and people didn't know who we were, didn't know our music, and we just get up there, yo, what up, we were partying every night. We're performing, and every night we're creating something, we're making something. To me, that whole time just felt like one long party.
This is where LMFAO's family connections came into play. Redfoo and Will.i.am from Black Eyed Peas had conveniently been friends since high school. By 2009, Redfoo and his cousin had been creating music for over 10 years.
What? Fuck up.
Experience to land a major record deal through Will.i.am. Subsequently, he and Sky Blue would release bangers such as Yes and I'm in Miami, at which point they fully embodied...
I'm in Miami, bitch. I remember whenever this shit came out, I loved this song. Yeah, I remember that.
Start hurting.
In 2010, 2009, yeah.
If that was PC port, I could probably make a whole script.
Gold in the United States, boasting over 500,000 sales, whilst I'm in Miami peaked top 50 in the charts throughout the United States, the UK, Canada, and Australia. The extreme popularity of these 2 songs caught the attention of David Guetta, who would feature them on his song Getting Over You alongside Fergie, which has over 200 million views to this day. Yet, the music seemed like only half of what made LMFAO so iconic. A large portion of their skills seemed to lie in their memorable style and branding. You could tell that the members of LMFAO were just these two Los Angeles bozos.
What's your favorite thing about Los Angeles? The women.
Who had a genuine passion for partying and making others dance. Everything about them was just...
Yeah, and that's the best thing. It's like, yeah, people thought that it was like a legit thing. You know, they lived the life.
So authentic. Their wacky style and carefree attitude felt effortless and unapologetic. Every other DJ seemed to be trying so hard to look cool or suave. Yet LMFAO was so comfortable in making a fool of themselves for the entertainment of others, as if they were mixing comedy into their music. However, this approach certainly wasn't appreciated by everyone. In June 2011, LMFAO released their most infamous album titled Sorry for Party Rocking, which would receive a 0 out of 10 review from NME, which included a statement reading, LMFAO understood the pain they were inflicting on the world and did it anyway. That's a horrifying thought. Even Lucifer had good intentions. The Guardian...
That's fucked up. Oh my god. Was it really that bad? The album doesn't... I don't remember... I don't remember if I downloaded this one or not.
Would give Sorry for Party Rocking a slightly better review at 1 out of 5 stars.
Well, what Anthony Fantano
reviews are simply proof that taste is subjective, as the songs within this album were going to become some of the most popular in pop music history.
See, that's the thing, bro. It's like, I was about to say this. Like, these guys were fucking everywhere. So you got these, like, snobs, these, like, music who, like, oh, man, you know, if you're not listening to, you know, Dead Kennedys and fucking MF Doom, like, you don't know anything about music. Like, these guys were fucking huge.
Oh,
they were
Christ.
really popular, man.
As mentioned in the beginning, the 4 most viewed songs on the album, Party Rock Anthem, Champagne Showers, Sorry for Party Rocking, and Sexy and I Know It, boast a combined total of 4 billion views here on YouTube, while on the Billboard Greatest of All Time Hot 100 Songs, Party Rock Anthem still sits at rank number 7 over 10 years later. However, while on the surface it seemed as though everything was going incredibly well for LMFAO, nobody could tell that behind the scenes, the relationship between the two members was beginning to deteriorate. The beef between Red Foo and Sky Blue began in early 2012, after Sky Blue would injure his back during a live Super Bowl performance alongside Madonna.
During the Super Bowl, my disc slipped when I was performing. And so as soon as I went down that little elevator, I collapsed and I couldn't watch the rest of the show or anything.
This injury meant that Sky Blue couldn't continue on with the tour, or possibly even make music at all. Red Foo had to start the tour by himself, while Sky Blue recovered from his injury.
Was Foo there for you during that time period, during your healing process?
No, he's doing his thing, you know what I mean? He was really focused on what he needed to do. The tour kept going, and then I just had to go home, and, you know, and everybody kept doing the Party Rock, kept doing LMFAO without me.
As a result, Sky Blue wasn't paid for the tour.
Did you still get paid, though?
Hey, look, I don't...
So that's some fucked up shit. Like, I could understand, I could easily understand him saying, like, listen, like, I've got to keep going, like, we've got to keep the ball rolling, you know, we're big, we're huge, we're, like, one of the biggest acts in America right now, I have to keep going, bro, you're gonna be okay, just chill, take it easy, but, like, not giving them the money, that's fucked up. That part is fucked up, especially in the context of the fact that their grandpa, bruh, he signed Michael Jackson. Neither of them ever need to fucking worry about money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't work, you didn't get paid? Bro, that's not how you do it. Somebody gets your shit fucked up, you keep them in the loop. That's the way it goes. You're not fucking up his back on purpose to not work. That's Stevie Wonder, yeah.
I wish.
So you got kicked out the group because your back went out. That's fucked up.
You know,
Which must have soured their relationship pretty heavily, because after the tour concluded, Sky Blue and Red Foo wouldn't speak to each other for over a year.
After my back went out, you know, I didn't speak to Foo for a year. Me and Foo didn't talk for a year.
That's fucked up. You didn't talk to them like Happy Merry Christmas,
Did he text you?
Nothing.
It became even worse when news outlets began to catch wind.
That's brutal, man. Like, it's like, nah, yeah. So, yeah, music's is there now, I pay leave. They chose the life, bro. He didn't chose the life. His fucking, his family member chose that for him. Like, it's not about, oh, you chose that life. Nah, your family member chose this shit for you. Like, that's not it at all. That's awful, yeah. That's his family, man. Would you pay Misk if he broke his back, though? I mean, fuck him, dude. I mean, look, that's different. Okay.
Of the conflict. One article written by E! News in April 2012, approximately 2 months after the back injury, read, "The New York Post reported yesterday that the Grammy-nominated rappers are fighting, apparently over the cash they've made from their catchy tunes, including the #1 hits, Party Rock Anthem and Sexy and I Know It,
That's
are on
sad.
the verge of going their separate ways."
sad.
The two LMFAO members would shut these rumors down in an article written by Rolling Stone, titled "LMFAO Breakup Rumors Completely False," which stated, "In a conference call with reporters on Wednesday, the duo dismissed the speculation as merely a byproduct of their rising fame. It's completely false. We're family at the end of the day. Blood is stronger than anything," said Sky Blue, alluding to the fact that he is Redfoo's nephew. "Sky might be doing a DJ set in South America and I might be in Vegas, and they'll say, oh, they're doing separate things. How can we make a story out of that?" said Redfoo. "We have to be smart enough to recognize it's all a game, keep executing our vision, and turn this world into a party planet." While this response from Redfoo and Sky Blue sounded quite authentic, only 5 months later the two would make a different statement confirming that LMFAO was officially coming to an end.
I think the reason why people like them is that they actually just were two goofballs from LA that like to party. Because, like, I mean, really, you go back at the old tapes, and it's like, that's pretty much what they did, right? It's like before they were famous, like, they were just goofballs that wanted to fuck around. It's like, yeah, the music was okay, but I mean, they're likable, you know? They were the original Island Boys. Bro, that's some fucked up shit to say. No, I actually, like, as I said, I like these guys. I thought they were great. But, like, honestly, the fact that, like, he didn't get the money, like, that is some fucked up shit. The rest of it is, like, all understandable. But that is just...
Here we go again.
Discussing the relationship of the duo, Redfoo would state, "I think we naturally just started hanging with two different sets of people, two different crowds, but we're always family. He'll always be my nephew, I'll always be his uncle. I feel like we've been doing this for so long, 5 or 6 years, and we're kind of like saying, well, let's just do what's natural and just kind of explore that instead of like forcing it all the time." In video interviews, Redfoo would reinforce that he and Sky Blue had simply grown apart.
Two people just, you know, grow. You know, you grow and we kind of grew into our own individuals. And, you know, we just wanted to do so many things.
Yet shortly thereafter, Sky Blue would write a Facebook status directed at Redfoo, implying that their split wasn't so amicable. "I've been wanting to
Damn, that's fucking brutal.
speak my truth about this whole LMFAO situation for a long time.
See, this is why you fucking keep people in the loop, even if they have some real shit go down. Is because they're gonna fucking turn around and they're gonna make you a problem. They're gonna be a problem for you. I guarantee you, think about it like this. Fucking both of them would have way more fucking money if you had just given them the half and they had kept performing together. And that's a fact, because they could have kept bringing out more party rock anthems, more I'm in Miami bitches, and it's like, yeah, the songs were not like the greatest thing ever, but you know what? People liked them, people listened to them, it was on the radio, that's it. And like, yeah, it's like, so think about how much money that cost him in the long run. That's what it is. The relationships with tournament, yeah, that's what happened.
Of respect to my family, I kept it all to
And now they're not
myself. The
famous.
way you belittle people and your crazy power trips were some of the main reasons our relationship as family and partnership has greatly suffered. My back went out right before a big arena show. You went out and performed, but then just left on the tour bus without seeing me. In fact, you didn't speak to me after that for about a year, which is around the time you announced our hiatus.
It's like, what do you think, he threw his back out on purpose? You think he's trying to fuck himself up on purpose on stage at the Super Bowl? People are too short-sighted. Yeah, you don't see what's going to happen. That's
Someone
sad.
who really cared, loved, and had your back, this really hurt. I mean, you're my uncle, my blood. You even kept touring as LMFAO and made a lot of money doing it. You never once called me to ask me how I was recovering. You just kept shuffling every day without me. I really loved you. I looked up to you, man. But the more successful we got, the more you wanted control. Possibly spotting a weakness in the duo, LMFAO would then be presented with a $7 million lawsuit by their former management, as well as another lawsuit by Rick Ross, who claimed that their line "Every Day I'm Shuffling" had been copied from his 2006 song titled "Every Day I'm Hustling."
That's the fucking funniest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Like, I'm sorry, like, that's the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard. Honestly, Rick Ross thought they stole that shit. And like you can't do 2 things every day. Like, did he sue Jake Paul? It's every day, bro. That's what I was thinking. Grow up, man. Like, shut the fuck up, Rick Ross.
Interestingly, throughout the lawsuit, Rick Ross would get further insight into the reason behind LMFAO's LMFAO split. Further, Ross says Sky trashed his uncle in a deposition, where he said the real reason LMFAO broke up was Redfoo's refusal to keep it.
Yeah, exactly.
With LMFAO breaking up and being sued, Redfoo and Sky Blue's only logical path was to continue as solo artists. Only this didn't exactly go as planned.
No, bro, because like, if the thing is, like, if you're going and you're and you have like the whole idea of like, oh man, like it's like I'm partying, you know, and like that vibe, that's a vibe that you make that is like that's like something you bounce off somebody else with, right? Like you don't do that solo. Yeah, you don't do that solo. It's like there's a lot of people. It's like it's not Simon or Garfunkel. It's Simon and Garfunkel, right? Like that's what it is. Most of the time, that's what happens. Like a lot of times, like whenever artists break out, like you have people like Justin Timberlake was in NSYNC and he did his own fucking thing, right? Andrew WK, yeah. But like he always was interacting with people and doing shit with people. That's the first guy I was thinking of, right? He's like maybe the closest parallel in terms of like vibes. Harry Styles, yeah, it's like I don't think he's ever gonna be as big as One Direction was. Like no shot. John Lennon, yeah. The Beatles, yeah. Well, what's this here? Justin Timberlake bought MySpace? Yeah. Beyonce was in Destiny's Child? Yeah. I mean, sometimes it does happen, but most of the time it doesn't.
Such a success in LMFAO,
Yes, sir.
and then going to a club, and then there's like
God
20
damn.
people there because Sky Blue's coming.
I didn't know that.
LMFAO.
As mentioned, Sky Blue went from selling out arenas as LMFAO to having 20 people show up to his shows as a solo artist. He released 2 singles in the year after LMFAO's breakup, each of which performing reasonably with around 2 million views each on YouTube, yet this was basically all of the success that Sky Blue was able to achieve as a solo artist. His career would fizzle out in the 3 years that followed.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that bring out, you know, like music, and it gets like a few million views per song, right? I mean, like that's not awful, right? It's really not. Like that's great, but it's not on the level that they were at, where it was like national big dick level. I can't believe everyone even go see them as a duo. I feel like they're just an opening act. Bro, like this is what happened to me if I fuck up Elena. Yeah, true, Nick. True. It's like you wish this is all that would happen. I bet. Holy shit. Half a star review? No, as I said, I thought that the first, their stuff was good.
His final piece of music being released in late 2016 before he disappeared from the music industry. And while this marked the cold, bitter end of Sky Blue's career, Redfoo being the more famous of the two, had substantially more success as a solo artist, but only in the beginning. He initially landed a position as a judge on X Factor Australia, in the process dropping songs such as That New Thing and Let's Get Ridiculous, each of which going platinum in sales, whilst both cracking the 100 million view mark here on YouTube. However, alongside these 2 incredibly popular tracks, Redfoo would also feature on a song titled Literally I Can't, which would unravel much of the success that he had built as a solo artist. The song, which according to one article follows a group of sorority girls who are pressured into drinking and dancing, is labelled as misogynistic by countless different news outlets, prompting...
See, like, that's pretty bad, you know what I mean? It's like, we always talk about, like, I mean, that's a lot. Literally I can't, like, that's a bit much. You know what I mean? Like, that's a rookie mistake, cancel alert. The thing is, like, you talk about somebody getting canceled. I don't know, like, I did getting girls drunk and trying to get them to do stuff whenever they're drunk. Like, bro, that's some fucking... Like, what the fuck is this, man? Like, that's cringe as shit, man. It's pathetic. It's fucked up. It's like people... It reminds me of, like, people that, like... I don't know if I want to make this analogy. People are going to probably take it the wrong way. But it's like people in like video games who try to kill people that aren't trying to play, right? It's because they can't do it on their own on a fair playing field. And so they have to like get somebody drunk, that way they can get what they want. It's the same thing, like it's just fucking weird, man. I'm not a fan of that at all. Some nasty shit, yeah. It's short, yeah, another example of short-sightedness, yeah.
In response from Redfoo, who would state, another example of critics victimizing an artist by purposely misinterpreting his/her work to support a pre-existing agenda, #literally I can't, which will create a rift between him and his audience, with Twitter responses such as, dude, you've got a video of bros victimizing a group of women because they don't feel safe drinking with them. No, this isn't victimizing. You're a blatant example of extreme misogynistic behavior. Whatever made you think those lyrics were okay, he's sexist and he knows it. Others would go so far as to create a petition stating that Redfoo shouldn't be rehired on the next season of X Factor, which went on to receive 3,000 signatures. Incredibly, the petitions...
It's like, I don't see why, like, for example, whenever I piss people off, whenever I say something, I will usually say, like, yeah, I can see why people be mad about this, right? For, like, many things. It's like you don't really lose anything if you can be like, yeah, I don't think it's a big deal, but, like, I can see why people are mad. You know what I mean? Like, 23,000? Wait, what was 23,000 again? What you doing stupid, but fuck, I hate cancel culture? Bro, like, there's sometimes people do something and, like, people just don't like it. You know what I mean? Like, people, it just rubs people the wrong way. It's not necessarily like cancel culture or anything like that. It's just people just don't like it. It's weird. And also, like, this is another example. Like I said, like, oh, it's cancel culture, bro. Like, what do you mean it's cancel culture? Like, that's just some fucking, like, that's some. I wouldn't say it's like. I don't know if that's like really against the law, but I mean, I know it can be in certain situations.
He knows it. Others would go so far as to create a petition stating that Red Food shouldn't be rehired on the next season of X Factor, which went on to receive over 23,000 signatures. Incredibly, the petition's request became a reality only a few months later, when Red Food was ultimately fired from the show. He'd get another shot on television after being invited to compete on Dancing with the Stars, only to be eliminated in the very first round. Being booted from X Factor and being eliminated on Dancing with the Stars was nothing compared to the reality check that Red Food would receive after he'd released a brand new album in 2016 titled Party Rock Mansion. The album was dubbed...
And this is another problem you got with all the party rocking stuff, right? Is that a lot of people, it's like whenever you're party rocking and you're 26, everything is fucking lit, man. It's perfect. Like, the world is exactly where it needs to be. But whenever you're party rocking and you're 39, it just gives off a different vibe. You know what I mean? It's like too old already. No, that's what everybody was out. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's a different fucking vibe. And it's like, yeah, you do have people like Johnny Depp or like Keith Richards. You know, these are people who are professional party rockers. But most other people, they grow out of it, and it's just like the way that you do it is different. You know what I mean? 144. Yeah, it sold 144 copies. That's bad.
Commercial failure after it would sell a miserable 144 copies in Australia for a number 172 debut, which was especially terrible as Red Food had counted Australia as one of his most successful territories. The lackluster performance of the album seemed to indicate to Red Food that his music career was coming to an end, as he'd only create a handful of songs in the 2 years following the poor release of Party Rock Mansion, creating his final song in February 2018 before also disappearing from the music industry. In countless interviews from before the pair disappeared, both Red Food and Sky Blue seemed pretty
Because I feel bad for the guy for having that happen, but the fact is, like, you did that shit to yourself, man. You cut your nephew out, man. You cut him out. You fucking, like, you didn't even go to see him. Like, this is all on you. Like, I feel like this is one of those examples. It's like, I mean, I'm sure, yeah, we didn't hear his side of things, so, like, maybe it's different. But, like, this video, this is, like, he is 100% wrong. Like, straight up, he's 100% wrong. The other guy, like, fucking Sky Blue did fucking nothing wrong. Yeah, like, just, why would you do that? Like, this is straight up own goal, man. Do you think Red Food and Sky Blue, their gamer tags? I think there's a really good chance of that.
But at some point, they'd get back together for an FAO reunion.
Will Sky Blue and Red Food ever get together and make another LMFAO project? Is that even possible?
Yeah,
where you at now?
I believe so.
Yet, for obvious reasons as outlined,
That's fucking sad, because like, even after all this, he still held out hope that, you know, maybe one day, like, he'll be able to chill with his uncle again, you know, and make music together. Like, I feel so bad for him. That's so sad. That's actually so fucking sad. Fuck.
it doesn't seem like this would be happening.
Shuffle one last
soon.
time. Fuck, bro. Like, that's depressing, man. Oh my god, dude, James Charles. Like, I gotta... Dude, James Charles. Where is that shit?
Obvious reasons as
Oh, that one. Jared, his career is basically over. Never apologize. Yeah, you never fucking apologize. That's it. One last shuffle. Yeah, man. We gotta watch. We gotta watch that. The fucking Final Fantasy thing. Okay. Like, maybe we got time after that. We watch it. But overall, I just. Okay, Asmongold wants a war.
Oh, No! Ah!